So I'm here with Joe Maddalena, and he's going to give us an update on the Lost auction.
Okay, so we just got back from Hawaii, been there for the last 10 days now that the season is over with, and we've now taken possession of all 6 seasons. We have our own warehouse, about 10,000 square feet in Honolulu. Everything's moved into the warehouse, so we know now what's going to be in the auction, which is everything you can possibly think of. And, you know, we're going to have at least 1,000 lots, and, you know, people keep asking how many items are there. Well, there are thousands of items. I don't know if there are 5,000 or 10,000 or 12,000 like another seemingly know-it-all expert seems to think there are, but I haven't counted, but I'll give you an example. So we have 2 boxes of Dharma fish biscuits. Remember, Sawyer's now locked in the cage, and there's the fish biscuit dispenser, and he picks up this rock and he throws it at it, and a fish biscuit comes out. Well, we have 2 boxes, and each box has 30 Dharma fish biscuits. So that's 60 fish biscuits. That's going to be one lot. So depending on how you want to do your math, there could be 20 billion items, I don't know, but there'll be thousands of items. So we're now in the process of photography is done. We're now in the process of lotting everything. It's going to go in episodic order, and it's going to be going in sections. So season 1 will start with episode 1, but it'll be costumes, props, production art, vehicles. It'll go in some type of order like that. Things will be mixed together. And there will be some costumes sold individually. Sometimes there'll be sets. If I deem that it's better to have 4 characters in one lot as opposed to 1 character, things will be sold that way. But everything you can think of, from Hurley's Camaro to Dharma vans to the blue Jeep to an actual 30-foot filming sub, pieces of the temple, pieces of the cave where Jack died, Egyptian hieroglyphic walls, secret walls that people use to get in and out of the temple, the balloon Henry Gale landed in. They went out to prove he was Henry Gale. God, there's a Dharma shark. There's every iconic piece from, you know, Sawyer. There's, you know, his glasses, his books, his letters, his adult magazines, Jack's kits that he used when he was, you know, operating on people, Sawyer's luggage with all his stash of supplies he stole from the plane that he would bargain with people with. There's everything. So if you're a fan of Lost and there's a special episode or a special hero, we probably have it. And it's broken down to every character. There'll be things from Ana Lucia, Rose, Bernard, Walt, Michael, the entire freighter team. If you like Kimi from the freighter team, there'll be Kimi's fatigues and all his stuff that he used, his watch that he used that he was going to detonate the bomb with. It's all there. All the hero jewelry, wedding rings, sunglasses. I mean, really, you name it, it's there. There are several big pieces. There's the actual H-bomb, which is about the size of a car. There are actual large pieces of the hatch. Behind me is the door to the hatch, but we actually have the hatches themselves. There are 2. There'll probably be 6 feet by 12 feet. The coolest thing, though, that we have is we have actual pieces of the plane, the L-1011. So we have one giant piece of the plane. It's probably 6 feet by 12 feet. It's got the oceanic colors on it, and it's got a window. It's the only piece Disney's going to sell. The rest went to the archives. And there'll be other pieces of the plane, but this is the biggest piece of the plane. So we're pretty excited about that because people have been asking about plane parts. So we've tried to put something in the auction that represents every facet of the show. There'll be a lot of set deck. There'll be a lot of anything with the Dharma logo, stretchers, Dharma food to death, Dharma notebooks, the computer, you type the numbers into the hatch. And we even found cool things like when you went into Desmond's hatch originally, everybody remembers the record player was playing. Well, we have the record player with all the albums, and there's all backstories because a lot of the records were chosen by the cast, and there'll be little notes, Kate's favorite, play this, or here's a Buddy Holly song that somebody requested. So there's lots of cool things like that. So hopefully we'll have a date soon. The auction will be this summer, July or August. We're waiting for word from Disney on the date, and we're going to be in Japan in July doing a Lost exhibit. We know that. We just found out about that. And stay tuned, check the website, and hopefully we'll have updates soon, and any day we'll have an auction date.
Okay, and then after the auction, are things going to be actually shipped from your facility in Hawaii then directly to the winning bidders, or is everything going to be moved to your...
Okay, anything large, if you buy a Dharma vehicle or anything large in size, will have to be shipped from Hawaii at your cost. Okay, so that it's too difficult to bring that stuff back here. We'll bring back a lot of the smaller things. So probably what we'll do is once the catalog's mailed, we're going to probably get a couple containers and ship them over. So I'd say probably 60–70% of the stuff we'll do like normally we would from here. But if you buy the piece of the airplane or something substantial, the sub, you're going to have to arrange to get it off the island for sure.
And then are you going to be selling catalogs, or if someone's interested and say they've never purchased or done a transaction?
Yeah, so you can you can buy a hard copy of the catalog of all of our catalogs. They're $35. If you don't want to buy one, you can just go to the website. You can download them free of charge. You can go to Live Auctioneers and download it free of charge. So if anybody's a fan, you get full access. If you want the catalog, because I'm only producing a small amount of them, we're not making a million of them.
Right.
You have to buy one unless you're on the mailing list or a pre-existing client. But I think for most fans around the world, they'll be able to access everything online, and hopefully in the next 60 days, everything will be up and running.
Okay, and then have you set a location yet for where the actual auction's going to happen?
Well, we know it's going to be here in Los Angeles. That's one of the things we're working out with Disney, whether it's going to be at Disneyland or on the lot, or that's the holdup right now, is we're trying to figure out where they best want to have it. And there's a planned simulcast in Honolulu that will probably be at a hotel like the Sheraton or something, Waikiki, somewhere like that, that's centrally located. But I'm assuming the auction here in LA will take place at some Disney-centric, hotel.
Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.